Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at audiblepodcast.com/Sorgatron Media. Over 75,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, iPhone, or MP3 player.
I'm getting awesome, you're getting awesome, we're getting awesome, yeah, that's what I said now. I'm getting awesome, you're getting awesome, we're getting awesome, yeah, that's what I said.
Banana Hammock, it's the AwesomeCast. Here we are. It's episode 35. Woo! Yeah, yeah. Everybody's we got a full chat room going on here. A lot of action out there. We got people on the couch. I am the operator, the master of operations here in Sorgatron Studios, or Mayhem Studios, whatever we're calling it.
He just called himself the operator.
Operator?
Yeah. You know what that reminds me of?
The Matrix?
Exactly.
Okay.
Right. Mr. Operator.
On the line from a secret Chinese sweatshop is Rob De La Creta. How you doing, sir?
It is not a sweatshop. I promise it's not a sweatshop. It is,
you have that crappy Chinese internet.
This is Cotton Factory HQ, online t-shirt shop and whatnot. Part of my new employment. I'm hanging out upstairs while people downstairs are getting work done. Because we got to ship out a lot of stuff tomorrow, so I'll be here late. And, I'm alone in a t-shirt studio. That's basically what it is.
Are you making Super Bowl stuff?
Better.
Actually, news you can use in celebration of some football team. I don't know, hand egg something. The Cotton Factory, cottonfactory.com, will be selling some Pittsburgh t-shirts at maybe a slight discount. Maybe you should buy some. That's all I'm saying.
Help Rob pay his bills.
That's right.
That's what he said.
Make my now boss happy and buy some freaking t-shirts.
And then on the couch, also with us, Chachi.
Hi, guys.
He doesn't need any more introduction.
Darth Awesome.
Yeah, Darth Awesome. We'll be
That's
talking.
what it says. Look, if you watch.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it, and it'll happen at some point.
There's a delay. There's a delay.
There's a delay.
There it is. Darth Awesome.
Boom, there it is.
There you go. There you go. And with him is AJ. How you doing? He's back.
I'm back.
He's back.
I came down the hill again. So I'm here. And that's concrete, so this is what you're getting in my shot, kids. No Darth Awesome. I think it says traditional technologist right in this region.
Yes, it does. Yes,
because
it does.
Rob says creative technologist. I'm not creative.
There it is. Let's see how close you were to pointing at it.
Boom. I probably was very close to pointing at it. Let's continue the show.
Fantastic. We got plenty of stuff to talk about. Actually, no, we don't. It was a bad. It was a bad week.
It was a terrible week.
Yeah, nothing happened. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Honestly, you have no reason to listen. We're sorry. Go home.
So this is where we make up the news.
We can talk about the iPhone on Verizon.
Nope.
Why?
Nope.
Exactly.
Do you
Moving
wanna
on.
get-
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Oh,
When somebody holds it in their hand, I'll believe it.
Have you seen the commercials? The in some cases creepy commercials.
Yes.
As Verizon's very good at.
It's like Verizon discovered the cure for cancer.
What?
It is. No.
It really
listen,
is, yeah.
Listen to the commercial.
Okay.
And it's like, after all these years and all of our promises, it's finally come true.
Yeah, it's just a
And then
series
it's
of
just a
plots. Like
date.
you've been waiting.
And then it's just
for the
like
best
cure
ever.
for AIDS. Like I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm like,
No, that didn't happen. Just iPhone and Verizon.
right.
We did it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, can I also throw in a little bit about Verizon's ads? They're the ads where they just have like the guy just standing on the billboard and there's like rainbow aura behind him and he's just like this. Yeah, I'm got a really fast phone. And that's it. That's the whole ad. It's like the fastest nation or the fastest network in America and there's just a person standing there.
Yeah.
Because this guy right here, this random diverse selection of people have provided me, AJ, with the fastest network in all of America. Really? I don't believe you for a second. You hired that guy from a modeling agency. There's some really dorky guy who's not going to get his face on a billboard.
Who should?
Who should?
If you're pushing a phone,
Can I get a guy in like just full-blown like Dickie overalls? And he's
Nerd it
just,
up.
yeah, can I get that guy? Because he's working on the tower like 150 feet in the air.
right, nerd it up.
Not, you know,
Blue collar it
Dwayne.
up.
Yeah, not Dwayne, who just got hired off of a modeling agency off of, 125th
His
Street.
name's not Dwayne.
It is.
It's Toby.
It's The Rock.
Toby.
It's The Rock.
All right, let's get to some news.
Some news. That was some news.
Well, there's more to that, because Apple has their commercial too, which I think is pretty awesome, because they took like years of debate and turned it into, this is an iPhone on AT&T, and this is an iPhone on Verizon. Look, we can do the same thing at the same time on both networks, without mentioning that you can take calls and do data at the same time on Verizon. But basically, hey, you know what? We don't care, because we're going to turn $1 no matter who you buy it from. But so go out, buy the cure for cancer. Go for it.
There you go. And I think there's also something to the tone of Verizon's commercial, because it's here after all the wait. We know you've been waiting for it, as opposed to their Droid commercials that they produce, I believe, that have just
been trouncing the iPhone.
Yeah, trouncing the iPhone. This is better than the iPhone. Why do you want that piece of garbage? You know, we are a murdering robot, and your iPhone is toast.
Right.
You know, and now they've just done a 180 on it, and now the Droid's like,
oh, can we be really honest? I mean, let's be really honest here. If you go to Verizon Wireless's website and you click on phones and devices, I want to point this out here that you can't actually.
I'll bring it up over here. It's cool.
Yeah, just bring it up over there. I want to point this out, that the iPhone it's above smartphones and feature phones, but it's its own category.
It's a god phone.
Yeah, look, iPhone.
Oh.
Not like there's no like Android, the Droid Incredible, the HTC, whatever else they have, the LG Ally. It doesn't matter.
The site there.
iPhone gets its own
Yeah,
category.
here you go. There's the 3J web sale.
You know what,
iPhone.
then? I have a word and a finger gesture in mind for Verizon. I'm not going to say them on the air, but they're up here.
I believe they're naughty and involves a thumbs up.
Right.
Naughty.
Naughty thumbs up.
Naughty.
You know, I bet Verizon and AT&T are really angry at Apple for Apple's commercial, and Google is really angry at Verizon for their iPhone commercial.
And then Steve Jobs is like, all right, I'm rejecting my own liver, so your app doesn't stand a chance. I'm going to go home. You kids fight this one out. Timmy, you got this. And then he just goes home.
Oh.
Hey, Steve, I know you don't watch this. Let's be honest. Get better. But, really? You're just going to let Tim Cook and Phil Schiller handle this one? Really? Phil Schiller doesn't look like he can make waffles, let alone conscientious company decisions via technology.
Wait. What kind of waffles are we talking about here?
Any.
Eggo?
No.
Okay.
This guy doesn't look like he could pull them out of the bag. Like,
gotcha.
And then seriously, Phil Schiller doesn't look like the guy who can handle a major decision like how to make waffles. Let alone, do we put the iPhone out on Verizon? You know?
Oh, man.
Just throwing that out there.
I can picture that, too.
Phil Schiller looks like a guy who really enjoys waffles, but he struggles with the bag.
Not smart enough to grab a pair of scissors.
Isn't there an app for this?
Now that you said that, Apple is going to come up with a iPhone case that has a knife on it.
Well, there's one that has a bottle opener on the back.
Yeah?
Yeah, but it doesn't have a knife.
No.
Now it will. It'll be a switchblade. I don't know how that'll work.
You're just going to hit like the end call button and a knife comes out.
Yeah, I don't know how exactly that'll work yet, but...
There's no end call button. It's all.
Speaking of terrible cases, there's been something flying around on Lifehacker for the last week. It's the idea of putting grip tape on the back of your phone so it doesn't fall off of a table. I don't know about you guys, but I imagine sandpaper is really hard to pull out of your pocket.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lifehacker. Thank you.
Where are you putting down your phone that you have an issue keeping it on the table?
Yeah.
And where are you doing it that grit is going to help? Last I checked that like sandpaper, like grip tape on a flat surface makes it easier to fall off. Oh, look, there it is. Pulled it up on the video feed. How does that make any sense? Welcome to Lifehacker. Pro tip, do your shoes keep falling off of your feet? Tie the laces. Life hack.
Is it possible? For those who don't know, lifehacker.com is a blog. It's like a lot of kind of computer tips, life tips. How to, what was the one I saw today? It was how to clean your toilet with Kool-Aid.
What?
You know, stuff like that.
I don't want to clean my toilet with Kool-Aid. I'll go buy toilet bowl cleaner.
You don't have to drink Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid goes in my tummy.
Wait, no, wait a minute. No. Now, Kool-Aid at like, 70 cents a packet is a lot cheaper than toilet bowl cleaner.
Is it though?
Think about it.
How much?
But it's delicious and it belongs in my mouth.
How much Kool-Aid do you have to use?
I don't know.
like, it's also a quarter packet, let's be honest. But,
Okay, yeah.
but how much Kool-Aid do you have to use in order to clean your toilet bowl? And does it actually equal out that a $4 bottle of toilet bowl cleaner has enough to clean it?
I didn't read the article
times?
because I was reading about the grip tape. But still,
fair,
so you know, they've Gina Trapani, I think what started it, and she's gone on to other things. She does something for the government now. This week in Google, stuff like that. But I don't know. Are they just running out of pro tips?
Yes.
Is that
Well,
it?
it seems like they keep getting contributors on board that don't understand reality. Like, that's the best way I can put it. There has been, you talk to Merlin Mann about this, there have been so many really horrible life hacker tips that it makes the life hacker pretty useless at this point. There was one point where I was on there arguing the case of Monster Cables against somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
How like the markup doesn't make sense and that gold-plated cables don't really help because it's a digital connection. So
They've recently had this discussion on TechZilla and some other things. Yeah, and like get your HDMI, like $2 HDMI cords. I've seen $5 HDMI cords at Five Below. Get those. You know, there's apparently no difference.
Yeah, they were talking about it was something about like getting a certain kind of CF card to have better pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd want to punch someone if they said
it's corrupt or not, kid. It's not, kids. Like,
it's digital.
There is no in between. It's
ones
digital.
and zeros.
Exactly.
But still,
rocket science.
Other than the oddball one, I still enjoy it. It's still on my reader. So, you know.
I would just like to point out that if you're on a boat, you shouldn't own an iPhone.
What?
Yeah, I think that's the only legitimate place where I would need...
that's the only situation in which you would need grip tape on your iPhone.
Well, you would need a rubber grip, not a skateboard grip. The only time you need grip tape on your iPhone is if you attach a set of 4 wheels to it and you're trying to do an ollie.
Yo, if you finger only an iPhone 4, I want video of that.
Yeah.
Like, got it.
To make that case happen, turn an iPhone into a desktop skateboard.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you could play like an actual skateboard game on the screen while you're doing the ollie, that would actually be really awesome. And I think even Chachi would want an iPhone at that point.
Yeah, I would switch networks if I could do that.
Yeah.
Hey, you got 2 choices now.
Right.
You have 2. Someday, T-Mobile.
I'm not worried about it. I'm happy with my Android.
High five.
I mean, I'm not one of these Verizon people that were all bandwagon Android users because they couldn't get the iPhone.
Yeah.
And now that they have the iPhone, they're all like...
Is that the new distinction? Is that the new distinction?
There were so many iPhone haters on the Verizon bandwagon.
Bandwagon.
No, I'm not kidding.
Who's bandwagoning a carrier, though? They're reaming you for money every single month, regardless of who you're with.
It doesn't matter what name is at the top of the page.
Nope.
You're still paying out the wazoo.
I'm paying a sizable sum of currency for my phone, so...
I mean...
Whatever.
Go with the system you like. He likes the iPhone. You guys like the iPhone.
Yeah.
I'm happy with Android. I like what I can do.
I will say this, though. The LTE speeds that I've been hearing from friends of mine who have the LTE, the USB cards, are like hitting Comcast, Verizon home speeds.
My boss at the last trade show he had to go to, he was using an LTE card, and he's like, I'm done with wired connections. This is it.
Like our friend Brian, Dab of Tech.
Yeah.
He
Captain Awesome.
Yes, Captain Awesome.
Captain Awesome.
Darth Awesome. Captain Awesome. There's a hierarchy of systems there.
Right.
He said he's getting 18 down, 7 up.
Jeez.
What?
Yeah. My friend has one at work, and he said he's getting like 18 down, 5 up. I was like, I'm really ready to just drop. If I can get that, I'll just plug that in.
As long as you have unlimited. As long as I have unlimited, why not?
I mean, your home internet's capped anyways. You don't know that, but it is.
Yep.
Verizon caps.
What's the cap? Because I download a lot of stuff.
I think it's like 25, I think.
No.
Yeah, it's something high.
No, that's not high. It's got to be 250. Comcast is 250.
Yeah, whatever Comcast.
I've hit that ceiling so hard.
But
it's 25.
I think what they do now, instead of like the wireless carriers where they say, "Oh, you hit your cap, now we're gonna get you," and they charge you through the nose. All they can do as of right now is throttle your connection.
Right.
Yeah, they take you back down to 3G speed.
Yeah, and some carriers are starting to do that too.
Yeah.
Like isn't that the T-Mobile, the T-Mobile UK we talked about a couple weeks ago was starting to
4G
do that.
T-Mobile in the US does it as well.
4G T-Mobile in the U.S. Okay.
Well, my data is unlimited. I just want you to know.
Like actual unlimited or 5 gig cap?
No,
Because even ours,
unlimited.
even
Really?
the
Yes.
even the grandfathered unlimited iPhone plan
It's still
is
capped at 5. Yeah.
In the fine print, it's 5.
I've
you've
searched.
looked in the fine print.
I have searched T-Mobile site up and down.
That was actually a piece of news that came out this week
If
from
my-
Verizon.
What's that?
The
Freaking
iPhone,
unlimited.
the iPhone is getting unlimited.
So already the plan from Verizon is beating the pants off of AT&T. So I'm wondering if iPhone 5, we're getting our unlimited back.
You would
I still have mine. So
They have to.
I'm
It's
cool.
competitive now. They have to.
And this is what, and I really think this is what LTE is going to do, because Sprint is going LTE, Verizon's going LTE,
Mhm.
AT&T's going LTE, T-Mobile's going LTE. As soon as everybody's on the same one, now it's plans and phones versus each other.
Yep.
So if you have the Verizon, or if you have the iPhone on an LTE iPhone,
Mhm.
you can go to any of the carriers. So if T-Mobile, I know that I can still get LTE signal regardless. I can go to T-Mobile and get like the $20 data plan and a $10. I'm waiting for $10 voice plans. I'm waiting for 100-minute $10 voice plans.
Well, it's getting to the point, especially with they're losing. I think they're losing ground when it comes to, with Skype and everything. That you could be data only.
I honestly could be data only. The only I talked to one person on the phone. That's my girlfriend. Other than that, I don't talk to anybody on the phone.
Yeah.
I think I use maybe 80 minutes a month or something
Yeah,
like that.
if
I could drop mine to 200, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
I'm sorry, I'm having a problem with my camera. It's a little. I got a cleansing problem going on over here.
Cleanse the lens.
Then you cleanse the lens. Sorry about that. There you go. We'll put it on you guys for a while here. But anyway,
honestly, I really think it's a. Wow, that really is foggy. No,
there's a haze in here. I'm sorry,
but I really think that I'm waiting for voice plans to drop in price. The first carrier who does it is going to get a ton of business from people like us who don't talk to people on the phone and just can Skype back and forth.
Why talk on the phone? Why?
The only person I do it with, I talk to my girlfriend on the phone when I'm driving home from work, and that's it. And the only reason I'm talking on the phone is because I'm not texting while driving.
Right.
PSA kids, don't text and drive,
Right.
or tweet, or Facebook, or email, or MMS, or GoWalla, or Yelp, or Foursquare. Don't use your phone while driving or other than talking.
I like to check into venues as I'm driving past them.
I do. I actually don't.
my wife was doing that, and I yelled at her. I'm like, no, you don't do that. Those are the rules of Foursquare.
No drive-by check-ins.
No drive-by check-ins.
The only time I'll let you drive by check-in is if you're walking past Alpha Lab in the south side of Pittsburgh. You can drive by check-in that place all you want to.
Yeah,
Rob, are you mayor yet?
Or the
How is Rob not mayor of that place yet?
What am I not mayor of? What?
Alpha Lab?
Alpha Lab? No, because I didn't go a bunch of weeks because I was busy getting a new job.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
somebody's gonna toot their horn tonight.
It's
So.
check-ins to Alpha Lab.
Yeah, you can drive by check-in that place all day long.
Yeah. Alpha Lab is fair game, but nowhere else.
Nowhere else.
Oh, the adult mart up in the North Hills. I mean, that's...
I don't check into that place. I roll down my window and yell at people. Oh yeah, if you ever want to have here's a fun game I like to play. Drive by a porn store. If you see somebody coming out, roll down your window and yell, "Dad!" They freak out. It's awesome. Or yell, "See you in church, Bob." Or "Way to get it, Mom." Or just yell things. This is a family show, and that's family-oriented fun that you can have with your kids.
There you go.
Go ahead, little Timmy. Yell at the strange man with the black bag.
Oh no!
All right. Moving on.
Oh,
Sorry.
anyway.
Chachi wants to let this out.
Chachi, you got something?
Hold on,
You're
hold on.
brimming? Well,
All right,
Let's get this mic right here.
All right. I'm sorry.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
Talk to the kids.
It's right here. It's been 11 years.
That's
All
a
right.
lot of time. There have been
It
children
is.
born in that period of time
Right.
who are now eligible to, go to middle school or something.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
11 years.
Uh-huh.
But finally, we get Duke Nukem Forever.
We
Yeah.
haven't gotten anything yet.
May
We got a
3rd.
trailer, dude.
Yeah. Trailer is better than nothing at this point.
In stores May
It's-
3rd, 2011.
Yep.
Yeah. Still not something, though.
It is.
I'll believe it when I see it.
It's the,
Again, yeah, it's like iPhone Verizon.
Yeah.
It's like Verizon iPhone. That's what it is.
It's the greatest video game trailer ever.
Yeah. There's a solid 10-second urination scene.
Right.
They just stop the entire trailer and it's just Duke Nukem in the bathroom.
Right.
That's what I look forward to.
Yeah,
It's
I look
amazing.
forward to. Yeah, Chachi's actually gonna. I thought he was about to watch the
I was
trailer
going
right
back
now.
to
No, we got
Delicious
it
page.
up on the stream a little bit. So
Yeah, I
sorry,
was going back to the delicious.
sorry, Rob,
page.
if you get choppy here, but
But
we got to
it's
show it
for,
off a little bit.
360, PS3, and PC. Sorry, no Duke Nukem for you.
Yeah, I don't want Duke Nukem on the Wii.
Yeah,
Dude,
me
no,
either.
it's not going to work.
No,
anyway.
I need to be able to play that game with people who swear on the internet. So
that's
not a child friendly game.
Have you
kids.
played Dr. Mario on there online?
Man, I dropped that red pill on you, Cupcake. What's up?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
Social Good Champion, Mashable Awards.
We're done with Duke Nukem?
I'm moving on.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's all you really need
Just
to
all we needed to say.
go to Engadget, look up Duke Nukem Forever. They have the trailer.
Yeah, watch the trailer.
Watch
That's
the
it.
trailer, and
We have it linked
just
over,
put it's
delicious.com/awesomecast. We have a link up there for
Bingo.
you. So
Watch
there
the
is
trailer and then
parental
just-
discretion advised.
Oh yeah.
I know you saw a pic of the, if you're watching the video, the strippers got blurred.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we are not worried about the language.
No,
Apparently,
no.
no.
Earmuff it for me, kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
Okay.
earmuffs.
but yeah, news out of the Mashable Awards because that's a prestigious thing to win.
That's important.
I want to win a Mashable.
Oh,
Sure.
What does a Mashable look like?
I'm guessing it's a bowl. And
I think there's a
potatoes in
picture
it.
of John Cena holding one on this.
Oh, okay.
Really? I bet it's just Pete Cashmore's face.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, if it's anything like what I think it is, it's probably just Pete Cashmore's very well sculpted chin on a
Yep.
pedestal.
There's. Hold on, wait. Looking for it.
No,
Looking for it.
there's apparently not a picture.
There's no picture of the
Live.
award.
It was a different article, I think.
So, Mashable, nice website on the internet, gives away awards, the very best the web has to offer, and they said the most influential social good champion, sponsored by Yahoo. The winner is WWE wrestler John Cena, who also holds. I think he's the Make-A-Wish.
Yeah, he's given the most hours to Make-A-Wish. We're probably going to be talking about this later on the wrestling show too. But yeah, I thought, of course, for those who don't know, a little bit of crossover here. Sorry. But Linda McMahon was running for a Senate seat in Connecticut.
Yes.
We've chronicled this a lot. They were getting attacked, and since she was CEO of WWE for the longest time, World Wrestling Entertainment, WWE was getting slammed because of it. So Vince McMahon and WWE, independently of her race, I know.
We're all going to use air quotes here.
Use your air quotes. There you go. But they did a stand up for WWE campaign, where they hit all the social media, did all your typical social media stuff, and was basically this is what we're doing outside of wrestling on your TV. And it was basically a goodwill coming. They had employees come on, talk about working at WWE, including women, because there was a big thing about how they were misogynistic and all this stuff.
They had a lot of the TV spots that they did had a lot of the TV personalities, the actual wrestlers talk about it. Our nice friend Mad Mike was not, and sorely left off.
Yes, he was. Mad Mike in the chat.
Mad Mike is in the chat. He was sorely left out of the TV spots. But, I mean, they did this, and I think John Cena, being the face, as he is, of the WWE, I'm sure he got his fair share of TV and web time.
Yeah, and I think this.
He's done 200 wishes for Make-A-Wish, and has 4 million Facebook fans.
Yeah, that's a lot of people on the internet that have thumbs up liked you.
Yeah. That is just
a
huge.
lot of thumbs.
I mean, alright, you have to think. A normal corporation, take mine for instance.
Please.
Good size law firm.
Ugh.
They do 1 Make-A-Wish per quarter.
There you go.
Wow.
And have done it for the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 15.
20. Math is
Quarter.
hard.
Yeah, it is hard. My bad. Yeah, 20. Wow.
Math is hard.
I'm just going to give up now.
So they've done 20 in the last 5 years. John Cena has done 200 in however long he's been doing it. Oh, this year.
This year.
Yeah,
All right.
200 this year.
Yeah.
Step your game up, Chachi's company. Hmm? How you going to grant 200 wishes
that
this
may
year?
be.
Well, I think part of the issue... I don't want to say the issue, but I think John Cena does they do live events all over the place, all over the country, and all over the world, really, all year long. So really, to do a Make-A-Wish, I want to meet John Cena. That you just show up wherever John Cena is, and he's gonna say hi to you, sign some autographs, shake your hand with his giant hands, and he's gonna, pat you on the back, maybe put you on his shoulder and say like, "Hey, you're king of the world." And but he does it, and he takes the time out to do it. And that's what I think the key point here is not the
That's
fact
a lot
that
of time.
it's
I mean, these
easy.
guys, especially with putting over wrestling a lot here, but these guys have a pretty rigorous set schedule. They're on the road at least 4 to 5 days a week. All over the country, internationally, and in those times it takes like 2 weeks for those tours before they're home again. And he's finding the time to, do movies, do more PR and promotions, and these Make-A-Wish.
Yeah,
on top of his normal work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on top of having to, put together the actual shows themselves.
Yeah,
Right.
Help out on
which are a big
participate in the
production.
shows.
Oh, I know, if you haven't watched it, if you haven't been to a live show, it's a huge production.
Yeah.
It's one of the, aside from, I think the NFL, I say is a big production, but, really the way these guys travel, I mean.
Honestly, if you ever get the chance to, go to a televised WWE event, and you can basically take a step back and not really watch the matches and watch the camera work.
That's what I do. I don't.
It's incredible.
I seriously don't watch the wrestling. Like as a interest in production, I'm watching the camera guys. I shoot ringside wrestling, and I'm like, oh, that's what it's like when it's more than just me at ringside.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm watching them move. I'm watching the security move. I'm watching the stuff on the side. There's so much going on.
I'm trying to remember how much it is. I think just the production part. The actual directing and producing of the show actually happens at ringside. Mm-hmm. It doesn't happen in the back. And they take out like 2 half sections of an arena, and they spread out probably 15 to 20 30-inch monitors. Mm-hmm. And they have multiple angles on each one. The boom cameras have a 30-inch Apple Cinema display with 4 shots on each one. And they literally have a giant production booth that gets set up in your local arena when they do a TV event. This isn't like, oh yeah, we had this room specially built because we tape these shows here every single week. No. There's actually some guy who has to a group of people who have to go through and set up tables and screens and power at these arenas every single week. And it blows my mind.
It's like, I don't know how many trucks. There's at least
20?
I don't know, 20.
It's 20 a show.
Is it 20 a show?
It's 20 a show.
Have you ever seen Melon when the
Yeah,
trucks
I've
are there?
seen them. I've never counted that many, but yeah.
Well, you have to think that not all of them are there.
That's true.
They can't park them all there.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
too.
they have like the ring, the actual set itself, all the production equipment,
which
all the cameras.
takes up like a third of the arena.
They have,
to be honest.
They have all the pads. They have a
steel cage just in case.
The guardrail.
Mm-hmm.
So the guardrail, like all that stuff that they put up, that's them putting it up, not the arena. They actually take that from place to place because, and you can actually see it. You're like, I wonder why everybody has the exact same guardrail. No. They carry that all with them.
Well, even back to the days of the old boy. Well, let's get off.
But
the
anyways,
rest.
we've been on that topic for a while.
There you go. Well, because
Rob's been quiet
I
for
was
a while.
taking a nap.
Yeah. So we got to
Anyways, wrestling's cool. Watch Wrestling Mayhem Show. I will
watch that later. Yeah.
And if you're live here at 7 p.m. Eastern Time at live.sorgatronmedia.com, you can just stay on and watch that too.
So, Sorg.
So, yes.
IDOS.
I was going to go through the match rules.
IDOS got put back in the store and then I got pulled again.
Okay, never mind. We're going to that story. Yes, IDOS, which I'll boot that up here real quick. I have a blog post over at sorgatron.com about my experience with it. But, IDOS was the DOS emulator, if you guys remember that. I don't know about you Mac people, but Chachi and I grew up on that.
I did.
You did.
Every single person that has a Mac now. No, that's not true.
Never mind. Not true.
No. Everybody that's listening to this show
likely
has touched DOS.
Yep.
Yes. Now here it is. This I'll bring it up here on the iPad.
You
see that not on here. and I'm not sure if I can get it to run because I do have the CD upstairs. So basically, it was a wide open. You could put your games on it. You could load them up before. It was legit in the iPad the iPad store. It's actually also an iPhone app as well. This is universal. It's free now. And they pulled it, because of their old provision that you can't have other code running within.
Yeah, it had to be like all your code or something.
So I think their workaround here was, as you see, I have 6 titles here: Wolfenstein 3D, the original Duke Nukem and Duke Nukem 2, the side-scrolling ones.
I appreciate.
There's something called Major Striker, Supernova, Cross. These are all shareware that you can download after you download the app. So they're completely free and legal, and I think that's the provision they got in on. Well, the nice thing is also, you go in here, let's see, we hit the C prompt, and it crashes. Okay, we'll go back into that. But it's still, you can go in and run DOS. It's a full DOS prompt, full keyboard right there.
No. You run DOS. Air quotes is needed for that.
Yeah, it's an emulation.
It's an emulation, obviously, but there's your C prompt. I
think it got pulled again.
It did get pulled again.
Like I said, it got pulled.
We're getting to that. And I can pull up Jazz Jackrabbit right here. Let's see what we got here.
Well, it's great that you can do it, but nobody else can.
But nobody else can get it. But here I am with my little DOS.
It was put in the store, and then it was pulled, and then it was put back with a workaround, and then it got pulled again.
Oh, so it got pulled another 2 times.
As of last Wednesday, I think it was pulled again.
Hold on, I'm trying.
They were talking about it on Mac Break Weekly or Tech News today, or one of those.
Yeah, I downloaded it about this time last week, and
that would explain it. So I'm pretty sure.
Really, all I want to do is play Day of the Tentacle. So
Day of the Tentacle will run on this. I understand.
That's amazing.
I've tried Jazz Jackrabbit, the shareware, worked pretty good. Loaded up. What else did I load up on here? Can't recall right off the. One Must Fall, if anybody remembers that shareware, ran pretty crappy on here. Quake was running, not very well.
Can it run Crysis?
I pretty much expect.
Can it play Doom?
Expect if you get something actually running on here, being it doesn't require a CD in this or something. Like I think TIE Fighter, I would have that problem. Imagine you were running a 386 machine.
Okay.
Because this definitely runs slower than the 486 that was my first PC. So.
Yeah.
So if you think back to how Doom ran on that.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a little sketchy. You had to shrink the window a little bit.
You had to turn on high mem.
Wolfenstein can't go full screen on this.
Oh shit!
What?
So.
That's jank.
But basically, yeah, there was a workaround that if you had Phone View or iPhone Explorer, you could load on the applications. You could drop them in there over the tethering and get them going. And I'm pretty sure that's why they got pulled. So, Chachi, what are you looking at over there?
You wanted to do the Mashable Awards.
Okay.
So I started looking through the Mashable Awards.
Okay.
One of the groups. Hold on, let me bring it up. Oh crap! How do you?
Hey.
There it is. Yeah.
That
Alright, so one of the Mashable Awards was Best Social Presence. Let me bring it up because we have to talk about this. There is a boy band in China.
Which is probably the reason why they won.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Must follow personality. They are called Super Junior.
And there are 13
They
members.
have 13 members.
And Lou Pearlman never got a piece of that. In many levels.
Oh.
13 members. That's like every American boy band thrown together.
How do you even put that on stage?
Right.
Like, Broadway performances don't have that many people.
Exactly.
That's called an ensemble.
This was interesting. Breakthrough website design. Twitter.
Oh.
They had their redesign this year.
Oh, wait, new Twitter.
New Twitter?
Hey, you know what? I actually like new Twitter. I'm the only person on planet Earth that does.
Well, does it, Chachi? You live in new Twitter, don't you?
I do live in new Twitter.
Oh, Chachi is sad.
No, it grew on me. Like, I'm not as angry at new Twitter as I was before when I tried using it.
You had some issues?
Yeah, I didn't like it at all.
Coming to terms with new Twitter?
Right. I didn't like it at all.
Okay.
But I'm guessing the problem I didn't like it is because it wasn't old Twitter.
And that's what I'm saying.
And I wasn't used to new Twitter.
Okay.
I think they just need to do the hard cutover and be like, new Twitter's here, old Twitter's done.
Right.
And live with it.
Because
and people would just move on with their life.
Right. If they just forced everyone to bring up new Twitter, it would be fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Facebook.
Facebook did that like a million times, and people were like, I hate new Facebook, I hate new Facebook. Okay, Facebook's fine.
Right.
Because Mark Zuckerberg's he's just a total guy and just went, screw it. There you go.
He's like, yeah, go ahead, push that button, and we're good. Everybody go home.
This is an interesting trifecta. Best new gadget, iPad. Best mobile device, iPhone. But best mobile platform, the Android.
Yep.
The people who actually wrote that are still charging their phones. I will give Android this. I like Android. I put Android on an iPod Touch, which was interesting to begin with.
Yeah, it's on my edge.
Shout out to Bootlace. The nice people who made Bootlace. So if you want to do that, go do Bootlace. And you can get Android 2 too before people with Galaxy S phones. Anyways, but my issue with Android is that the battery life.
Oh no, it's terrible.
And I've heard things that gingerbread fixes many of them.
Well, the problem
That's all I've heard.
The problem is,
talk to me about the
people
problems, Chachi.
Run all these apps, and then they leave them running.
So this reminds me of an old problem.
Yeah.
Remember when you go to your relative's house, as my computer's running slow, and they'd have that little taskbar right there by the clock, guys,
and have 14 icons in it.
Yeah, the icons went all the way over here, and it's like, yeah, you see all those? Each one of those is a program. And they're all running. It's like it takes like 5 minutes from a computer load because those are starting at the same time.
Right.
It's yeah.
My computer's running really, really slowly.
So that's
now
the
you
battery
have the same problem with the phone.
Yeah, that's the battery problem with the Android.
And when everybody said a lot of the Android users were like, the iPhone multitasking, like, it's not true multitasking, it's not true multitasking. It's not. I'll completely admit to that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the things that they did with the multitasking are the things that I actually care about. Like, when I'm running Pandora and I want to play Pandora in the background, you know what I care about? The sound.
Right.
I don't give a crap about the artist bios, the pictures, what's playing on the other channels, the ads. Don't care. I want the audio. And that's it. When
you open your music player, that's what you want to hear.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
And whenever there was the background audio, the VoIP phone. So if you make a VoIP call, you can put it in the background, and all it's sending is the audio.
It's startling to me when I bring up Skype, pull out of it, and it brings up the red thing at the top,
and it's red, and you're like, oh,
like I'm pulling out of a phone call. I was like, oh, yeah, it's running, but I keep forgetting Skype's running, and I keep getting messages and ads, and my battery goes away.
Yeah. And it's actually...
But that's what happens with Android.
Exactly. If you're on an iPhone and want to know what the Android people are experiencing, just load Skype and forget about it.
Right.
And make sure you have a plug handy in about 20 minutes.
And I think that's the biggest problem with Android. If Android were just... Android as an OS is really awesome. And I'm glad that Google released it. And I'm glad that it exists in the market. And I want it to do well. Because I want there to be something other than Windows Phone as a competitor to Apple. Because I know everything that Google's doing is kicking Apple in the behind and saying, hey, you might want to put this feature.
We've wanted this for a while. I think you're on the same page.
It's healthy competition.
Healthy competition.
Healthy competition.
I mean, how many times, Chachi, are you and I comparing notes on like your voice feature? I want your voice feature. We'll see what happens in iPhone 5. They did by Siri.
Google
voicemail.
The voice everything.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
When you set up Google voicemail on your phone.
Oh no, I'm just talking about the voice to text and everything.
Yeah,
like
that I'm okay with. I'm not a huge fan, but I'm okay with it.
Driving an hour commute that I do.
Right.
When I have people texting me and like, well, I'd like to respond, but I'm driving, like we were talking about before. that whole kind of, I really wish I could get a Ford Sync,
Right.
so I can do the voice texting, the voice
Yeah,
tutoring.
no, I mean, my stuff is just minor issues with it.
Yeah. Your Google navigation, which is free, I know is a big
Right.
thing. It seemed we were using it the other day. It seemed pretty adequate. It seemed comparable to the MapQuest app I had to get, which is free.
Yeah, it works just as well.
Did you try Scobler or Scobler? I was down in Texas and I needed a navigation app because I didn't have a GPS.
Mm-hmm.
And it did turn-by-turn directions and was completely free. And it announced like a regular GPS.
MapQuest.
I was like,
MapQuest has gotten like that. It was a little sketchy to start with, but it was a turn right here, not the road. But now it'll be like turn right on Plasco Avenue. It actually does all of that. I think as well as anything else. Like, I haven't tried TomTom or anything like that on the iPhone.
I just can't.
I don't know how much.
I just can't get behind. Well, I actually just bought a GPS for my mom.
Okay.
For Christmas because she said she wanted one. So yeah, but I can't see people who already have a Garmin or a TomTom or a Magellan or whatever other GPS there is buying the app for their iPhone.
There's no need.
There's no need
at all.
So I think that the free ones are going to take over.
Yeah.
Something like a MapQuest or a Scobler or the Google navigation for the Android.
Right.
I think that's going to take over for people who don't want to buy a GPS. But
and
I know why
it's
Garmin
going to completely push out the GPS market at that point. I think you're already.
I don't think it'll completely blow away
because
GPS
not
market.
because not everybody says, "Oh, I should get a smartphone."
Bingo.
Some people are like, a smartphone's a little too much for me. My father-in-law is still plenty happy on a flip phone. Same with my father and everything. Not everybody's going to go for this new technology.
That's just weird.
What?
People not wanting a smartphone.
Trust me, my grandfather can get into enough trouble on his little regular phone. I think
true.
They turned off data just to make sure.
Nice.
Yeah, it's actually stunning.
Yeah.
How quickly you can get dirty things on a feature phone. I can't.
What are you saying my grandpap's doing?
I'm saying your grandpap might have friends who send him things on his phone.
Okay.
I mean, is that legitimate?
He is part of Golden Sneakers. He is. I think he does have a bridge club he goes to.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So that's.
Bridge is crazy.
The hardcore bridge. So.
All right, let's move on.
Let's move on.
No, your grandpa's too cute to be talking like this about him.
Too cute. You call my grandpa cute.
He's adorable. He is an adorable old man.
I've never met Sorg.
He's an adorable old man.
Really?
He is, flat out, one of the greatest old people you'll ever meet.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
My aunt's that way. She's like this tall and steals napkins. It's hilarious.
He's pretty tall because all of the Sorg guys are tall.
No, that's a Lubon.
Is it? Okay, all the Lubon.
God, my
we're getting into genealogy,
Sorg,
kids.
My grandpa Sorg was like 6'5". It was incredible.
He couldn't dunk though.
No.
No hops.
White
no hops in the Sorg family.
No, white man
no,
can't
God,
jump.
no.
But yeah,
no hops.
they're all big people, like tall and huge, like muscular. Like I'm afraid of them.
Why are we going down this?
I don't know.
I didn't say anything.
All right, let's move on.
Because it's been a slow news week.
Hey, Rob's still there. And I don't know.
Rob's not dead.
Hey, his audio is really low, though. I don't know what's going on with you, sir.
What's happening?
I don't know. Your audio, you're cranked up, dude.
I mean, I gotta go in a minute anyway, but I can bounce my leg.
Oh, man, it's sweatshop time.
It's sweatshop time?
Rob's got a stitch.
I have to go pack 21 Mac Minis into a Pelican case.
Ooh.
What?
What?
Yes.
He has to go.
That's my job now.
He has to go pack 20 Mac Minis into a padded suitcase.
All right. We'll let you go. All right, Rob. Is there anything you want to go out on? Anything you wanted to cover real quick before I let you go? I guess I'll bring up your audio later.
Sure. I just increased my levels, but apparently it didn't do anything. I'm gonna say you broke it.
Son of a.
This
son of a gun.
I don't really have anything going on, so I'm just gonna say go to cottonfactory.com and buy some t-shirts.
Do it.
That's really all I got.
Do it. Buy t-shirts.
Do it. buy t-shirts. robjdlc.com and cottonfactory.com for t-shirts. I don't sell t-shirts on my website. I could, but I don't.
You should. You start up your own store, a little bit of commission.
Yeah.
I think it'll be really good for you.
Got beard.
Start my own line of t-shirts.
Got beard.
There you go.
Got beard. I'm pretty sure that already exists. Just throw it out there.
I was amazed to find that Head Desk existed as a t-shirt today.
Oh, of course.
Well, okay.
Face palm is a t-shirt too.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah! Come on.
I see you, Cotton Factory.
Printed on a t-shirt. Come on.
I see you, Cotton Factory. I see you.
Yeah. Check us out. We got some cool stuff. We're better than some of those other Yinzer-esque t-shirt companies.
Whoa!
Hey!
Whoa!
Hey!
Whoa!
Words.
Yo! Battle rap for t-shirts. Go.
I will say that Cotton Factory pushes more limits of decency than certain other.
Oh, there you go. Well,
companies.
That's a niche of its own. So yeah, that's fine.
I mean, we've got a T-shirt with a dead Abraham Lincoln on it. Yeah?
Who doesn't want a T-shirt with a dead Abraham Lincoln? The kind of people that punch koalas. That's who.
So you have a picture. You have a T-shirt with a penny on it.
You also have
funny, but no.
Wow.
Funny, but not their kind of funny.
Funny but not ha-ha funny?
Not our...
Hey, you know what, Rob?
Yeah.
I'm giving you a finger right now.
Let's see, it's Abraham Lincoln. It's the Crimson Lincoln.
Ooh.
This is a commercial now.
This
Abraham Lincoln, but it is a skull instead of Abraham Lincoln's face.
It is?
Is there a
This
hat?
one's my favorite.
Yes.
This one's my favorite. Shubasaurus. So if anybody wants to buy that one for me, you could send it to Sorg. And then I'll just come down and pick it up. I'm not giving away my personal information on the internet. Gawker did that for me.
Yeah. He'll just show up.
I'll just show up and be like, "Hey, where's my hoodie?" And I'll be like, "Oh, hey, here's my hoodie. Sweet." Deuces. That's my favorite.
So yeah, we've got a keystone with an anarchist A in it. Yeah.
Because that's edgy.
We've got a llama corn. We got some parking chair.
Fantastic. I love some parking chair.
Man, Rob is pushing that merch right now, cottonfactory.com, so pay him.
Yeah, give our boy a raise.
Give our boy a raise, even though he just started like yesterday.
Yeah, right. This is my first week, and I'm already a pimp and a prostitute for the company.
Wow.
But yeah,
For
how
now.
about that?
For
How about
now.
that? So yeah, I don't know. I'll be on next week, and hopefully it'll be a better news week, you know? And then a week after that, I may possibly be coming to you live from Vegas.
Vegas. Wow.
Vegas.
You're not allowed to do that.
No,
Well, why are we?
Because if it happens in Vegas, it didn't happen
I say
or something. What's that
I
phrase?
say we're not sending them on our coin, but
If it happens in Vegas, it stays in Vegas.
Right. So if Rob is talking in Vegas, he can't let that out of Vegas.
Right.
So,
Oh man, there's a time zone thing too. Crap.
yeah. Yeah,
Rob
you
will
want to
be
shoot the show at 7, it's at 4 your time, kids.
Rob
Yeah,
will be
yeah.
joining us at 4.
yeah, you know how that whole This Week in Tech thing we have to worry about all the time? Now
Yeah.
we have to worry about it ourselves.
Oh man.
Rob will be
gonna mess
joining
with
us
my head.
live from at 4 p.m.
We're like, why are you having lunch? It's a very tasty looking sandwich you're having there. But I thought it was 4 o'clock. Yeah. So, well, I guess that's only 2 hours. That's like 5.
Who
Yeah.
eats lunch at 4 o'clock?
I don't know.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, all right, Rob. Thanks a lot. We'll let you go so you can get back to your sweatshop.
Uh-huh.
Someone's got to keep those kids in line.
That's right.
Keep them.
Give them some pennies.
Man, I want my hoodie with less stitches than the last one.
Oh,
Wow.
we are wrong.
No, we're not. I'm saying I want a high-quality hoodie.
Yes. If you want a high quality hoodie, you come on down. Actually, don't come on down. We don't have a storefront. Buy it on the internet, kids.
It would
Buy
be
it on
really
the internet.
awkward because it's just kind of a door in an alleyway.
Yeah.
With
Hey,
a
I'm
sign
here for
on
the
it.
hoodie.
There's no password. Don't
Is that
worry
code
about
for something? No, I'm actually here for a hooded sweatshirt.
Yeah, I would like to buy a hooded sweatshirt, please. The guy's like around back. No, I don't want drugs. Hooded sweatshirt.
I don't want the drugs.
I want a hoodie.
I don't want drugs. All right, guys.
Okay.
I'll catch you on the flip.
All right, later, man.
Bye, Rob.
Later.
Deuces.
And he's gone.
All right, let's talk about.
Now let's talk about Rob.
Yeah,
No, Chachi. There's one. Actually, there's one on here that we were talking about a little bit yesterday, I think. But I know you've been following with Kevin Smith.
well, that's because I'm one of the few people that still follow him on Twitter.
I do.
Do you?
High five.
Okay.
He was.
Because a lot of people get annoyed with Kevin Smith
He was.
because
Ginny put him over on that's church when
Right.
he did his rant for the Winter
exactly
Classic.
because Kevin Smith doesn't know how to use Twitter. No, don't laugh.
No,
It's not
actually.
it's not a
actually
matter.
too bad we don't have Rob on here because we could have sent his
Right.
don't be a something on Twitter
Right.
to Kevin Smith.
All right. As an example,
Mhm.
Kevin Smith has a series of films, or
Yes.
not films, Q&As that
Okay.
he releases on DVD.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they've been pretty popular.
Too Fat for 40 is
Mm-hmm.
one done by Epix. It is an hour and a half long.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah. From a Q&A that lasted over 4 hours.
Oh, really?
Okay? That Q&A session itself was 4 hours long. That hour and a half Q&A DVD set that they released is one answer.
Mm-hmm.
At the very beginning of the DVD, they show an animated intro. He brings up the first guy to the microphone, says, "Start it off. Let's hear your question." The guy asks him how it feels to be a director.
No. Yeah, I think he asked him how he started smoking weed again.
No, it was how he, no, that's a side story.
Oh, that was one of the many side stories.
Right. The question was, how was it directing Bruce Willis? That was the guy's question. Kevin Smith said, "Sit down, this is going to take a while." An hour and a half later, they cut to him saying goodbye, rolling credits. He covers his career, his new addiction to marijuana, his directing of Cop Out, his newfound love of hockey, and Bruce Willis. All 1 hour, 30 minutes long, one answer to a question.
Because Kevin Smith doesn't know how to get to a point.
Right.
So when he goes on these Twitter rants,
Right.
and if you don't follow Kevin Smith because you probably unfollowed him because of the Twitter rants, if you haven't ever followed Kevin Smith on Twitter,
Right. He doesn't know how to use Twitter.
no, he has no idea on the concept of 140 characters, so he just tweets like 135 characters and then continued. And then he goes to the next tweet and the next tweet, and he
Right.
goes on like a 10 to 15 tweet rampage
On the
where he
same
uses
topic.
all 140 characters, so it's, 1,400 character rant, and that's how he tweets, and it bothers people that he does it.
Right. I don't mind.
No,
'Cause I'm
because you
used to
follow
it.
him and you're interested in it.
I'm used to it. And I'm able to follow him because I'm smart enough to bring up his profile, start at the bottom, and read them all.
Yeah, it's usually how you do it. So,
And he's done it for a lot of things. The hockey tournament that he had in Canada.
yeah, I forget what it was called.
Yeah. And he went on a rant during the Winter Classic about his love of Pittsburgh,
Yes.
Mhm.
which was amazing because it was a
pretty
lot
awesome.
of history that he had never released before.
If you're not from Pittsburgh, you wouldn't have gotten it, but people from Pittsburgh actually liked it, and we didn't hate Kevin Smith so bad that day.
Yeah. So, all right. On Twitter, Kevin Smith, now that he has made a new movie, has done nothing but talk about this movie, Red State.
Because that's what he does. He
Right.
didn't stop talking about Cop Out until after the movie was out for like 4 months.
And it bombed.
And just
It
to
was
show,
actually a good movie, though.
It was
yeah,
a
it
good
was an
movie.
alright movie.
Actually, so.
This is a little bit from thatschurch.com, our friend Pit Girl, Ginny over there. This is the start of it, and we keep going, and we keep going, and we keep going. Yeah, this is just one strip of commentary, I believe.
Right.
So,
All one
yeah,
story.
so you get the idea what we're talking about.
He's long-winded, can't get to a point. So, and when he gets stuck on a topic, he gets stuck on a topic.
But you know what, though? That it's tremendous. That's why he has a podcast that's done so well.
Right.
Because it's them going on tangents.
Right.
You know,
So-
and it's a fun podcast to listen to. It's a podcast.
The day of Sundance,
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Smith said, and you can go and check his feed. He said for the right price, he said he was going to hold an auction to sell the distribution rights of Red State because he doesn't have a distributor yet. He said, but for the right price, and he listed all of the qualifying factors.
Okay. Which included such as?
Percentages that they would have to pay if it made over a certain amount or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was all catches. Like, you can buy it for this amount, but if this happens, then you got to do this, and if this happens, you got to do this.
Okay.
And that's what he said. Well, the first time the movie was ever shown was at Sundance. They showed the movie. Kevin Smith came out. All these distributors packed this room because he said he was going to auction off the movie.
Now, is this typical for Sundance? This
Yes,
kind of method?
Yeah. This is
That's why people go to Sundance.
Right. This is what Sundance is for.
I understand they're there to find distributors and everything, but this whole auction process.
Well, no, not auction.
That's not typical.
Right, no.
So
People take their films to Sundance.
Going into this is a little, but
Right.
still, he's Kevin Smith. People are expecting great things. This is something
Kevin
different.
Smith has has had success at Sundance before.
Yeah, he has had success before. Obviously, we're talking about he hasn't beat the 30 million mark.
Right.
But still, the money he makes on the distribution afterwards and merchandising is tremendous. You can't argue with that.
Kevin Smith has taken a few films to Sundance. Not all of his films have gone to Sundance. Clark, Chasing Amy, Clerks 2. I don't know if Dogma went to Sundance or not.
I don't think it did either.
And his new one, Red State.
Yeah.
They went to Sundance. The rest of them were not. They were major movie releases. There was no need for them to go to Sundance.
Yeah.
So, Kevin Smith knows how to work Sundance. He knows what he's doing when he goes to Sundance. Dude shows up, shows his movie. Credit rolls. He comes out, says, we'll now start the auction.
No. Actually, I do believe he went on a 20-minute rant.
Oh, yeah.
A filth-ridden rant.
He went on a rant because everyone said he was selling his movie.
About the industry and what's wrong with it and his experience. At one point, I believe he said, I never wanted to know how the industry worked. I'm just a fat guy that wants to make movies.
So, he gets to the auction, says, we're going to start the bidding at $20. He goes, I bid $20, sold, auction's over. Which completely upset every single distributor in the room who had thought that they were going to stroll in and buy Kevin Smith's movie. And now everyone is pissed.
And so now everybody's thinking that Kevin Smith is going to start, I guess, the indie 2.0 movie.
They think he's going to take what he did before and do it again.
Basically, he says he's going to distribute himself through his Smodcast productions, which he's basically built a network off of it. And they're doing a tour in March, a Q&A tour, where they're going to show the movie and do a Q&A with cast and crew and everything. 18 cities, I think they said. And he's going to release it in October 17th when Clerks was originally released in the theaters.
Right.
So, which, this is interesting. Is this could be, some of the discussion is how movie makers really don't have any way to get into Hollywood now. There's really no in for them, unless you talk about Amazon's doing a movie company of sorts, but how much you got to give away to get that prize is ridiculous. How many free ideas did they get from that contest? I think we talked about it here in the past, but this whole idea of completely skirting the movie industries, like musicians are now skirting the record industry.
Right.
So this could open up doors for a lot of great things if he's able to pull it off. With his massive audience.
If any of them are able to pull it off, it'd be Kevin Smith.
Yeah, because who else is really in touch with You know, I mean, you talk about guys that are kind of outside the mainstream, like Rodriguez or Tarantino, but they're still working the studio system.
Right.
You know, they still broke in through cans, and you could do that, 15 years ago. But there's not much room to do that these days. You know, there needs to be a new cans to a point.
Well, there's still cans. So why does there need to be a new cans?
Okay, maybe I didn't state that right.
Right.
But you still, cans, the goal is to get the big studio involved in your film.
Right.
So.
Well, he's bypassing that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going completely around it. If he figures out a way to just go straight to iTunes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Which I think he could do.
He could do that now.
Yeah. Go straight to iTunes and just go, hey, iTunes, Amazon, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want to do.
He's
I want to put this movie up, have fun.
If this is successful, he's going to destroy the DVD industry. Hands down.
Well, it's already going down.
Right.
So, and the Blu-ray.
It's going to kill it.
Yeah.
I will not.
You don't think so?
No. I don't think the DVD or the media industry is going away.
There's too many people without broadband for that to happen.
It's not just the fact there's too many people without broadband. It's the fact that while we can say that and we can think that,
there's still
the reality is there is whether there could be 5 million people just like us that are like, I only stream, I don't use any real media, I got rid of my DVD player 10 years ago because I stream everything. And then you realize, like, oh, hey, my aunt still watches stuff on DVD.
I guess I keep forgetting that we're actually the minority.
We're the big minority.
I guess I keep forgetting that.
I mean, back home,
that's fine.
Back home in little old Jamestown, there's still the video shelf selling DVDs.
I don't go there.
You know, I'm telling you, and go. I mean, half of the state is that.
Can you imagine if I went there? I wouldn't have service on my cell phone.
Exactly.
For the entire time I'm there.
Jamestown, PA.
I might have
Jamestown,
it's sketchy.
PA.
Yeah. It's sketchy, man.
Jamestown, PA.
Sketchy.
Never mind. Yeah, no.
I might
Jamestown,
get
New York.
Edge.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh no, you're on Edge.
Yeah, I might get Edge.
You can get 3G for half of sharing, and that's it.
Right.
Yeah, Edinburgh's the same way.
So
yeah,
I mean,
you get Edge only. You have to go north of I-90 to hit 3G up there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I mean, I keep forgetting that we're a minority.
And I'm pretty sure my father is still on DSL that barely works.
He will change things. That's what I'm saying. Kevin Smith is going to change the way things are done.
Sorg's dad is going to change things. Let's not.
I'm sorry.
I'm
a fan.
a lot about my family tonight. This is weird.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Anyways.
I'm a fan.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, we gotta get out of here. We got the wrestling show. We're already running a little bit late. It seems to be the trend here lately.
Well, that's because people showed up late this time, and then we got distracted.
Not just you. They did too.
No, you showed up on time. Rob showed up late.
Well, all three of us were here on time.
Yeah.
Anyways, but Chachi, you got a pretty cool thing coming up here.
Yeah. So I released some big news, like I told you last time I would. I'm doing a charity event. It's called Chachi Plays for Kids. It's a 24-hour game-a-thon. Mm-hmm. For every $100 raised, I will play an hour of video games in a public place where people can view me. And they will have complete access to me at all times, except for the 10 minutes every 2 hours when I have to go to the bathroom.
That's fair.
Right.
It has to happen.
It has to happen. But, I mean, it'll be live cast. I have scheduled guests to come in and sit down and play games with me. We're reaching out to some big people to try to get them to come down and play games with us. So it's all going to the Mario Lemieux Foundation, Austin's Playroom Extension, to help give electronics to kids that are going to be stuck in the hospital for a long time.
Yep. I also have an announcement to make.
What's that?
I would like to donate $100, and I'm making sure at least 1 hour of that is happening.
Fantastic.
There it is. You heard it here. That's going to be on iTunes and all sorts
all
of things
over the world.
all over the internet.
It's about to be on Twitter.
It's about to be on Twitter. I'm donating $100 to my man Chachi here.
You'll get the second hour.
I get the second hour. That's at like 1 in the morning, though.
No, it's starting at 7 p.m.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get like 8 p.m. I get prime time. Woo!
Actually, no. I'm sorry, 9 p.m. Is that good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Because
we can do scheduling.
I gotta get home from work.
We can do scheduling
Right,
off there.
We're gonna do scheduling off there.
We can do.
But I am going to donate $100 to make sure that this happens because
Fantastic.
I want to make sure that this happens. There are too many kids who go into hospitals. We're very fortunate in the Pittsburgh area. We have the Children's Hospital.
Right.
It's brand new.
Right.
But they even don't have
Right.
Great things.
Ginny.
And actually, if you want a little bit of the backstory to
It's,
the Make Room for Kids,
yes, it's that'schurch.com.
that's church.com.
/ make. It's
Make Room for Kids.
Yeah, Make
or
Room.
MR4K, I think.
There's a link. There's a
There's a
button
link.
on the page.
The real backstory that goes further back, Microsoft, the big Windows Xbox company, ran a contest where if you voted for your local hospital and they won, they would give you like 4 42-inch TVs, a whole crap load of Xboxes.
They hooked you up.
I mean, they really laced out your hospital. And then some devious things went down with some hackers, and Microsoft canceled the entire competition.
Right.
So a bunch of people, Chachi, Ginny from That's Church, and Wojciech, who's a Pittsburgh social media and charity maven, who's a wonderful person, got together and came up with the Make Room for Kids. They did charity events. They did all these other things, and they partnered with Microsoft locally in the city of Pittsburgh and said, hey, we're going to put up this money. The Mary Lemieux Foundation got behind it as part of their Austin's Playroom, Austin being Mary Lemieux's son.
It's now an official extension of that.
It's now an official extension of the charity, and now they're going to trying to go to all the we're trying to hit all the hospitals in Pittsburgh to make that happen. Please go to Chachi's website, Chachi Plays.
Yeah, chachiplays.com.
Chachiplays.com. Go to that site. I'm donating $100. You should donate $100 and make sure that he gets to play video games for a full 24 hours and we can help out the kids.
Exactly.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Boom.
Fantastic. And that's it. That'll be streamed 24 hours.
We'll be there.
We'll be there.
The only time you won't see me is when I'm using the drone.
That's right.
I got player 2. Hit select, kids.
We
Hit
got
select.
plenty of guests coming on, and you can find it right here on the stream.
Right.
Live.sorgatronmedia.com. We'll have it up on chachiplays.com,
yeah,
of course.
Schedule will be up as soon as we figure out all the guests.
Yeah. We're working that. You filled, what'd you say, about 8 hours already on the 24.
With AJ, we're up to 7 slots filled.
7 slots filled.
Because I miscounted. Because there's a couple of pairs.
There's a couple pairs.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pair up a couple of them because they kind of go together. So, yeah, that will be the same hour.
Fantastic.
Put that in my calendar. Was that the 11th and 12th, I think? Yeah.
So,
I'm putting this in my calendar, kids.
Yeah, it's for a really good cause. We're doing it because the girl formerly known as Pit Girl, Jenny, wants to start another round of collections so they can do another ward. So this is hopefully going to do enough to get her off to a great start.
Fantastic. Everybody go check that out. Other than that, what's going on with Chachi Says?
Chachi Says, new video episode weekly. I'm actually going to record it tonight.
Fantastic.
That way Sorg gets it by my Wednesday deadline.
So I don't cry Thursday night.
Right. But I mean, yeah, it's updated when I update it.
Good schedule.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say I blog every day because I don't blog every day.
I don't even have one, Chachi.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
What happened to the food one?
Oh, the food one. That
Yeah.
exists. I do have a blog.
I told you.
I have a blog. It's my girlfriend's creation. Mostly, and she writes for it mostly, but I have blogged once.
Exactly.
One time, kids. ajeats.wordpress.com.
ajeats.wordpress.com.
Yeah, it is a food blog where you get to see the wonderful kitchen creations of my girlfriend and I, mostly watching me eat food. We try and cook up something new. Monthly feature, I eat ethnic food. I don't like ethnic food, mostly. So,
Really?
yeah, really.
Oh, okay.
So,
I just find that shocking.
I have to eat a new, randomly drawn. I have no idea what's coming. It's like Fear Factor. And the food just goes
like
on the
this
table.
concept.
There are rules and boundaries. No brains or anything weird like that. So you're not going to watch me eat like cow brains
This
on
could
the
be a
internet.
fun podcast if you were for it.
Well, yeah, a
It'd
food
probably be a
podcast.
video cast.
Yeah, it would have to be video cast.
Yeah.
But yeah, we try to do like a new recipe each week. And then monthly I have to eat ethnic food.
Huh.
First, January's was Chinese food.
You've never eaten Chinese food?
I enjoy one thing of Chinese food.
General Tso's?
Chicken fried rice.
Oh, okay.
General Tso's I've had it before and I was never really a big fan of it.
Okay.
So I had that and Kung Pao shrimp. And both were very good. Had them from the the Sesame Inn on Route 19 in
I like that place.
Mount Lebanon. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. So you should go there. Plug them. Yeah. So that's my blog that I can now talk about.
Exactly. Sorg, what are you up to?
Sorg, what are you doing?
What am I not doing? I've been blogging a bit against the stuff from IDOS about the IDOS is going to be on sorgatron.com. Actually, it's already up there. My This Week in SorgCast is still going. I don't talk about that much. Just pretty much my kind of background on what's going on with this stuff here.
The tech
What's
stuff
happening. What's crashed on me this week? I'm starting to use, what I'm not using anymore, what I threw against the wall. Okay, that hasn't happened yet.
Have you seen Backteching?
Backteching?
Yes.
I'll find out.
It is a blog done by Chris DeVivo from the Pittsburgh Penguins about all of the technology in console energy. Yeah.
I was actually just going through, I put a tweet out earlier today. I'm like, I love studio tours. Justine did a tour of her, little studio area she's got going on, for her videos. Twit has an old studio tour. They just did a tour of their new facility they're doing in Petaluma. Like, before they put anything in there, they just signed the lease and did a video. I love to see what other people are doing for their productions.
Well,
you know,
theirs is, you get to see the inside of the control room. Also, I don't know if you caught the picture that Mikey took from the press box at Heinz Field of the Renegade button.
the Renegade
They have
button.
a button for that?
It's just a button, and it's just a piece of masking tape. It just quotes Renegade.
That is
And
awesome.
there's just a button. They just hit that, and I guess the video and audio just instantly plays. And that's what I want in my life. Like, whenever things are going down at work, I'm like, man, I'm really tired. Boom, Renegade button. It's on like Donkey Kong. Let's go.
That is awesome.
That's tremendous.
But yeah, the Backteching is run by Chris DeVivo. I think it's backteching.com. I could be wrong on that.
Actually, it looks like it is.
And he did one about the scoreboard. He did one about the HD Dasher cams. He did one of the control room. It's basically like a behind the scenes look at all the crap at the Console Energy, the new arena in Pittsburgh, Console Energy Center.
Went there the other day. First time ever. Amazing.
Yeah, it just melts your face.
It does.
You got the
Amazing.
kielbasi grinder?
I did.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the first place I hit.
The kielbasi grinder. It's a kielbasi sandwich with sauerkraut and Thousand Island dressing.
You
And it's
forgot the Canadian bacon.
Oh yeah, the Canadian bacon's on it too.
It's amazing. Yeah, I went there first.
Sorg, I'll ask you this on the wrestling show. Never mind. All I know is that I'm having a kielbasi grinder on March 21st. What's up?
All right, so
There's
good night.
the backteching. There you go.
Yes, backteching.
But that's it. Of course, hit us up. Again, contact at awesomecast.com, 724-25-ACAST. And, of course, you can find us here live.sorgatron.com every Tuesday around about 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be on. I don't know if we'll be doing the show, but we'll be here, and there's usually a camera on.
Right.
So catch that little bit of weird. There's actually some good conversation happened beforehand.
There was some good conversation. There was a whole lot of hilarity.
I'm thinking
It
we're going
does.
to put some of that on YouTube.
go
We'll
ahead.
have some fun with that. So, hey, guys, this is the Awesome Cast. You've been our awesome audience. Thank you, everybody in the chat room, for showing up. We'll see you next week.
Coming from a person who looks like a ghost on video, sure.
Hey, I'm from Mexico.
Can spit in the face of the legal system, leave the country in the middle of a trial.
Wrestling Mayhem Show.
I'm ready. Bert's ready. Rob's ready.
I'm ready.
5, 4, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. Where did they go?
Where were we? Were we just here? If you were just listening to like a marathon podcast session, we're still here.
Okay, we're gonna try that again.
Because you dropped an F-bomb as soon as you... All right.
Oh boy. Oh dear.
Chachi, hit theme.
It's getting awesome! We're getting awesome! We're getting awesome! Woo!
We are. I want to say we're back again.
Oh my god. Whatever,
All right,
you know what?
all right,
Just
50
shut
minutes
up.
late. Let's do it.
Just shut up. Just
All right,
shut
right.
up. Okay.
I don't know why that's starting now. I'm like, my mojo's gone. Rob, you want to start it?
Sure.
All right, I got this. I got this.
Okay,
got
get
it?
it.
You
Get
got
it,
it?
Sorg. Get it, Sorg.
All
Go
right.
ahead.
Serious face.
Serious face. Nah.
I was stopping myself from doing
We might have
that.
to put this on YouTube.
AwesomeCast Gold.
Yeah. Let's see about that. Just read it.
Banana hammock.
Banana hammock.
Alright.
Banana hammock. It's the AwesomeCast. Here we are. It's episode 35. For showing up. We'll see you next week.
We're getting awesome. It's getting awesome. Yeah, I walked in. I went to the interactive screens.